Listen up. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's built. And if you're walking around waiting for the world to hand it to you, you're already behind. Confidence doesn't show up and knock on your door. You got to earn it. You got to fight for it. And let me tell you something most people won't. Becoming ultra confident isn't about feeling good all the time. It's about stepping into the fire every day, proving to yourself over and over again that you're capable of more than you thought possible. The reason most people lack confidence is simple. They're lying to themselves. They're cutting corners. They're not doing the work. You think you can fake your way into confidence? Nah, that's not how it works. Confidence comes from knowing you put in the time, the effort, and the pain. It comes from stacking up small wins day after day until there's no doubt left in your mind about what you can do. When you know you've done the work, you don't need anyone else to validate you. You validate yourself. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you looked in the mirror and were proud of the person staring back at you? If you can't remember, then you got work to do. Confidence isn't about arrogance or pretending you're better than everyone else. It's about owning your worth because you've earned it. It's about standing tall because you know what you've survived, what you've overcome, and what you've built with your own two hands. And don't get it twisted. Confidence isn't about perfection. It's not about winning every time or never making mistakes. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's about grinding when no one's watching. It's about doing the hard things that most people won't. Confidence is forged in the struggle. It's born out of discipline, and it thrives on consistency. Most people will never experience ultra confidence because they're too comfortable being average. They settle for mediocrity and wonder why they feel insecure. Let me tell you why. Your body knows when you're slacking. Your mind knows when you're taking shortcuts. Deep down, you can't fool yourself. If you're not putting in the work, you'll never believe in yourself. That's the brutal truth. You want to become ultra confident? Start keeping promises to yourself. Start showing up for you. Stop making excuses and start taking action. Confidence doesn't come from talking about what you're going to do. It comes from doing it. Every time you hit snooze, instead of getting up, you're chipping away at your confidence. Every time you skip the workout, cheat on your diet, or procrastinate on your goals, you're telling yourself that you're not worth it. And if you keep sending yourself that message, you'll believe it. Confidence also isn't about comparison. Stop looking at what everyone else is doing. Stop scrolling through social media and measuring yourself against someone else's highlight reel. Their journey has nothing to do with yours. Ultra confidence comes from knowing that you're in competition with one person, yourself. It's about waking up every day and asking, how can I be better than I was yesterday? It's about focusing on your own lane and staying locked in on your goals. Here's another thing most people won't tell you. Confidence is uncomfortable. It requires you to face your fears, to step into situations where you might fail, and to put yourself out there even when you feel like an imposter. But here's the secret. Every time you do that, you grow. Every time you take a risk and survive, you prove to yourself that you're stronger than you thought. Confidence doesn't come from staying in your comfort zone. It comes from breaking out of it. Let me be real with you. This isn't for everyone. Becoming ultra confident requires a level of commitment and discipline that most people aren't willing to give. It means pushing past your limits, embracing discomfort, and refusing to quit no matter what. It means silencing the voice in your head that says, you can't, and replacing it with one that says, watch me. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Confidence is contagious. When you start walking into a room with your head high, your shoulders back, and an energy that says, I know who I am and I'm not afraid to show it, people take notice. But here's the thing, you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you. Ultra confidence isn't about impressing others. It's about living a life that makes you proud. It's about looking back with no regrets because you gave it everything you had. The road to ultra confidence is lonely. Don't expect people to cheer you on or understand your journey. Most won't. But that's okay because this isn't about them. It's about proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you ever imagined. It's about building a foundation so solid that no one can shake it. Not the doubters, not the haters, and not even your own insecurities. This is your wake-up call. If you're tired of feeling small, if you're sick of doubting yourself, it's time to do something about it. Start today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Take one step, then another, and then another. Keep going, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. That's where confidence lives. In the moments when you want to quit, but don't. Confidence doesn't give a damn about how you feel. It's not about waking up every day feeling invincible. It's about waking up every day and doing what you said you would, no matter how tired, unmotivated, or beaten down you feel. Feelings are temporary. Discipline is forever. Confidence comes from mastering the art of doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Think about the moments when you felt the lowest, when life has kicked you in the teeth and left you questioning whether you could keep going. Those moments are your opportunities. That's where real confidence is built. It's easy to feel good about yourself when things are going well, but what about when the world is against you? What about when nothing seems to be going your way? That's when you have to dig deep, show up, and prove to yourself that you're unshakable. Here's the thing, ultra confidence is earned in private. It's built in the dark when no one is watching. It's in the early mornings when you drag yourself out of bed to work on your goals. It's in the late nights when you're grinding while everyone else is sleeping. It's in the moments of sacrifice when you say no to the easy road and yes to the hard one. That's where the magic happens. That's where you separate yourself from everyone else. Most people never develop confidence because they're too afraid of failure. They don't want to risk looking stupid or falling short, so they play it safe. But let me tell you something. Failure is a gift. It's not the enemy of confidence. It's the fuel for it. Every time you fail, you learn. Every time you fall, you get back up stronger. Confidence doesn't come from avoiding failure. It comes from facing it head on and refusing to let it define you. You must become relentless. Confidence isn't just about believing you can win. It's about knowing you'll keep fighting even if you lose. It's about having the courage to take risks, the resilience to bounce back, and the tenacity to keep going, no matter how many times you get knocked down. Ultra confidence is the result of showing yourself over and over again that you're not a quitter, that you're not someone who backs down, and that you're willing to do whatever it takes. The truth is, most people are waiting for permission to be confident. They're waiting for someone to tell them they're good enough, smart enough, or talented enough. But let me ask you this. Why are you giving other people so much power over your life? Stop waiting for validation. Stop waiting for someone to tell you it's okay to believe in yourself. You don't need their permission. Confidence is something you give to yourself. It's a choice you make every single day. Here's a harsh reality. Confidence doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your circumstances, your past, or your limitations. It cares about your actions. What are you willing to do to prove to yourself that you're worth it? What sacrifices are you willing to make? What pain are you willing to endure? Confidence isn't built in the comfort zone. It's built in the fire. And the only way to get there is to step up and do the work. Ultra confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being unstoppable. It's about having the grit to keep moving forward, even when things get messy, even when you stumble, even when you doubt yourself. Confidence doesn't mean you never feel fear. It means you don't let fear stop you. It doesn't mean you never face setbacks. It means you use them as stepping stones to rise even higher. If you want to become ultra confident, you have to be willing to go all in. You have to commit to yourself fully and completely. No half measures, no maybe later, no I'll try. Confidence comes from going all out, from putting everything you've got on the line, and from refusing to settle for anything less than your best. It's not about what you achieve, it's about who you become in the process. You have to hold yourself accountable. Confidence isn't about blaming others or making excuses. It's about owning your choices, your actions, and your results. If you're not where you want to be, it's on you to change it. Stop looking for shortcuts and start putting in the work. Confidence doesn't come from the easy road. It comes from the hard road, from the grind, from the struggle. And if you're not willing to embrace that, you'll never get there. Now, here's the kicker. Confidence is a daily choice. It's not something you achieve once and then forget about. It's something you have to cultivate every single day. It's in the little things, the way you carry yourself, the way you talk to yourself, the way you show up for your goals. Every action you take is either building your confidence or tearing it down. So ask yourself, what are you doing today to build it up? If you're ready to stop playing small and start living with ultra confidence, it's time to take action. No more excuses, no more waiting, no more hesitation. Get out there and do the work. Face your fears, embrace the struggle, and prove to yourself that you're unstoppable. Because the truth is, you are. You just have to believe it and then back that belief up with action. And if you're serious about transforming your mindset and building unshakable confidence, there's a resource you need to check out. The book Can't Hurt Me, link down below in the description, and pinned comment is packed with strategies, insights, and tools to help you unlock your full potential and take your life to the next level. Don't just take my word for it. Put it to the test. Dive into the book. Apply what you learn and watch as your confidence skyrockets. Remember, the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the work you're willing to put in.